Oh, I forgot to plug in something again. 1 second. Someone's been slacking. 1 sec. Let's go. Okay. Please don't stop the music. Okay, let me get the music. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I was about to say happy Monday, but it's not. It is not. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello. Hopefully, everybody had a wonderful long weekend. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's go. Are you guys ready for more monies? I mean, we've made monies already this morning, though, but you know, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, FR, yeah, it just couldn't break above the VWAP and it couldn't stay above $2. Yeah, so just too weak on that one there, right? SHPH has been nice though. This was good. This was very, very good. I like the performance on this one, right? The one thing that I do like too is that we talked about this last night. Um, but you had all the time to get in almost. You had all the time to get in because that thing sat there. It just sat there this morning. It just sat in a range. Just sat there. Once it broke out, that was your message. That was your clear message. Like, hey, right? We've talked about this in the past, right? Like when a stock is going sideways in the range, right? When we're just going up and down, up and down, up and down, and you're not sure what to do, like, what is it gonna do? What is it gonna do? You could always take a gamble at the bottom of the range with the stop loss below the bottom of that range, right? Or simply just if you don't have the patience for it, you're watching something else, set an alert for close to the breakout. Not after the breakout, but like when it's approaching that breakout spot, right? So you can catch, the break above the resistance, right? This would have been really, really, really nice, right? I know we've talked about this already, but it's nice to, constantly get a reminder, especially when we're watching, 5, 10 different stocks. Sometimes you can't really pay attention to the one that's going sideways, but the one that's going sideways is just in that accumulation phase, right? So you might be busy scalping other names, but it's nice to set alerts. Alrighty, so set those alerts for names that are going sideways, especially if they're holding the bottom of the range. And again, two things you could potentially do. You could take a position at the bottom of the range, like you can see here. You have to make sure that if it breaks below that range, so you get rid of it, or set an alert right below that range, right below the breakout spot, right? Because more often than not, when a stock breaks out like that, boom skis, boom skis. Right, so this was a really nice run. 200% run, not bad. We'll see if it can break out at some point because now you can clearly see that it's on a downtrend. Alrighty. We're clearly on a downtrend now. So if they can break above that downtrend at some point, like I said, these guys are probably going to drop an offering at some point, but it's coming at some point. Who knows? IVF is like, hey guys, I'm back. This one did really well this morning. Really, really well. Like really, really well. Exceptionally well. I say this morning, right? But this run started on Friday night, right? Like look at this. We were already spamming the circles and the this and that, right? Actually when we did the class on Friday, we were talking about this one. So from 80 cents, guys, from 80 cents, right? And then this morning, look at that. Do you see the breakout again? Again, guys? Again? Maybe that's important, isn't it? Right? So beautiful breakout at 260 something, and then boom skis all the way to $5, from 80 cents to $5, guys. Right? And all of this started on Friday night, and we were off the stream already. So again, if you're not if you're not a member, come join us. IVF does have resistance though at 365, 370 already, so just be careful. So that VWAP you see there in the supply zone and the yellow candle, and if you look left, you can see the previous levels. There's a reason for that already. So um, just be mindful here. Obviously, something we're going to pay attention to once the market opens. Obviously, alrighty. TWG is another one. This one looks okay too. It's going sideways. It's holding the demand zone and the 200 EM and the 200 EMA, which is fine, right? Maybe at some point once the market opens, we can get a nice pop. Alrighty, a bit more on the expensive side, but that's okay. That looks good to me. BTTC is still trending down, so there's not a whole lot. But right, what I do like here though is that we have a bit of support above 260. Right, so let's see if we can hold that level at the open. Right, CRVS was another one that did really well after the breakout. Like this chart has been nice and constructive this morning. Right, nice, beautiful, constructive, trendy uppy chart. Right, so maybe a retest of the 50 EMA there. So watch $13 if you're in this one. Watch 13 for support. Alrighty, so going into the open, we like CRVS, right? We like again. I want to say BTTC just because it's holding that 260 level. TWG, obviously, we like this one because it also has support, right, of the 200 EMA in the demand zone. But then we have resistance at 820, to 850 there. Alrighty, so the VWAP and the left hand side resistance. IVF, obviously we like this one too, but then we have that resistance at the VWAP, right? At 360. And then obviously is SHPH, because this one's been a gem this morning, but it does need to break out of the downtrend now. Alrighty, so maybe this is just a retest of support. There's a bit of support around 350 because of the previous breakout. 350, and then if we don't hold that level, then we're looking for the 200 EMA closer to $3. Cool. Everybody happy? So we have a lot of names to look at after the market opens. The only question is which of these will actually break out, right? We have 6 minutes to go, so there's lots of time. And good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Ayo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Let's make some monies. If you've already made your daily goal already in pre-market, type yes in the chat because there was a lot of that this morning, right? And we keep telling you to wake up early because the markets are amazing. To wake up early. If you made your daily goal already, type yes. See, Donovan made the daily goal already, right? Made the daily goal. Made the daily goal. Made the Vena. Made the daily goal. Made the Josh. Look at that, Frankie. Right. So look at that. Right. Made the daily goal. Let's go. See, Empress is Let's go. Well done. Uh, don't judge me. We are judging, Dan. We are judging. Made the daily goal. Look at that, right? Caitlin made the daily goal. 10x my daily goal, right? Chris made the daily goal. David made the daily goal. Look at that. So when we tell you when the market is good and we say, hey, please wake up early in the morning, right? Because we're looking at stocks that have already gone up 500%, 200%. This one's up 150%. That's not at the highs, right? So it's been a very good morning. And like you can usually tell when the markets are good, right? And the markets have been good. So you wake up early and you cook, right? And then we see what we can do as the market opens. So we should be able to cook a lot more today, right? But sometimes you just wake up early too. My daily goal is to hear you saying boom skis. Let's go, Oscar. Let's make monies. Let's make monies. Okay, so we like this one obviously. SHPH is still on that downtrend, so it does need to break out. Alrighty. So let's see if we can stay above that 350. I'm gonna drop another line at 350. Ish. But the most important thing here is breaking out at this downtrend though. So hopefully at some point at the open, we can break out at the downtrend on this one. Cool. IVF, obviously, we knew this one had that resistance at the VWAP, especially when the yellow candle shows up like that in the red zone. It's kind of confirming your resistance, right? TWG, we mentioned this, this level around 860-ish, right? So see if we can clear this entire range. 860 is a little bit higher. I just put it there because I'm going to move it a little bit lower here because this is the actual level. So it's more like 850, right? So, and if you look left, you can see it, right? So resistance, resistance, resistance. And then obviously we're testing it again. So we do need to break above that 850 resistance level if we want to cook on this one. But it does look good though. At least we're testing resistance, right? So it looks like this one's doing the exact same thing. So if you look left, you can see the retest of the breakout ish, right? So stay above $13 CRVS. Alrighty, so that looks fine. Alrighty. Um, downtrend BTTC, right? Downtrend, but holding that 260 support. And then IVF is bouncing up the 200 EMA. So kind of giving us a fake cup and handle. We'll take it. We'll take it already. So stay above that 325 ish. Again, the supply zone's a bit concerning though going into the open, but we'll see. And obviously, we still like this one. They're gonna do an offering at some point. It's just a matter of time. Hopefully, they give us the entire day before they do that. You know, yeah. Again, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully, you had a wonderful long weekend. And yeah, let's make some monies. Let's make some monies. Please and thank you. Alrighty. The usual conversation we have at the open is don't push it, don't rush it. Right? Crazy things happen at the open. So if you're feeling confident, that's okay. Just don't do anything dangerous at the open, please. Alrighty. I like how SHPH is finding a bit of support here, consolidating and trying to push for that downtrend, but it does need to break out. Alrighty, so we need the breakouts. Good morning, good morning. Um, yeah, I think I was looking this morning. Yeah, there was another one from like November or something like that, Ajoya. Yeah. So we shall see. We shall see. For now, we're consolidating and holding. See if we can reclaim $4 here. Good morning, all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Are we done the bull run? I think you're referring to. Yeah, there's only a minute left before the market opens here. Yeah, spy, and the rest of the markets. Bitcoin is a scam, by the way. If you haven't heard me say that before, um, yeah. Anyways, the markets dropped because of Trump tariffs, right? Trump is fighting with with all of Europe for Greenland. Um, so they're fighting for Greenland, I guess. I'm sure we're gonna have a long conversation about that, but just not at the open. We have more important things to do. Uh, whether they So we need some boom skis. Again, we're testing the downtrend line here for SHPH. Alrighty, so we do need to break above that level. It's looking good though, isn't it? Right? Trying to. It's fighting here. Again, the only downside to this is that we're right at the open, so it's always a bit more complicated. But it's fighting, right? And we like it, of course. There we go, 420. And also it's the first 2 minutes, right? IVF, yeah, IVF says, thanks, guys. Thank you very much for having faith in me, because I'm breaking out of the VWAP as well. So let's see which of these can actually, break and hold, right? Because some of these names will break like that and not really maintain the momentum. So we shall see. This one just got rejected at that resistance, which no surprise there. Retesting the bottom, weak. So the two main names for now, right? SHPH, which obviously we like. IVF, obviously we like. Right. So let's see which of them can actually give us some proper price action, though. Yeah. Yeah. No, gold is loving the chaos. Loving the chaos. I mean, obviously, people have more confidence in gold than they do in Bitcoin. Right. More confidence in gold. Just looking at some of these other names here, some halted stocks. Let's go. Pyro's loving it. Loving it. Pyro, you promised me a dip and you never gave me a dip, you know? Never gave me a dip. Unbelievable. Okay, so we're still looking for a little bit of support there. And then IVF is like, you know what? You know what? If the other one doesn't want to go, I'll just go, you know? I'll just send it. Just send it. IVF just destroyed that level. Destroyed it. Sheesh. That thing said, let me cook real quick. Just real quick, you know? Let me cook. Dan, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Michael Saylor just bought $2 billion worth of gold this morning. $2 billion. Can you imagine if gold, like if not gold, sorry, BTC, right? Can you imagine if BTC went to the abyss? How much chaos that would cause? Can you imagine? Sheesh. Anyways, IVF is still looking really good, guys. Right, good breakout. Next resistance at 4. SHPH is still trying to decide what it wants to do. It's broken the downtrend. It's just kind of playing above it. So, as long as it keeps staying above the 390-ish, alrighty. It looks like this one's slowly coming back as well now. CRVS, which is nice. BTTC is still holding the same bottom if you're watching this one. Alrighty, so a bottom at 260-ish. So that level's holding. It's clearly below the 200 EMA and on a downtrend. So if that thing breaks down, just be very careful, right? That's not something to be diamond handing. TWG, another one that we liked, will still like, right? It's still in the same range still. So watch a bit of support around 680 here, around that 200 EMA if it can hold it. Ready? Again, it's just going up and down for now. So maybe you can bounce up this bottom again and try curling back up. Cool. There goes IVF though. IVF is like, I'm the captain now. Don't worry about the other ones. So approaching the magic $4 level. SHPH is still looking okay though. Like we're still in that, retesting the 390-ish and holding, but it needs to break out. If not, someone's gonna slap that thing, and IVF is gonna send it. So the more IVF sends it without that thing moving, chances are someone's gonna slap it. Yeah. Can you imagine the chaos? SID is slowly creeping up again. Again. BTTC is like, hey guys, I gave you the bottom, I gave you the support. So again, 260-ish back to 290. Nice little bounce, huh? Right? Again, I've mentioned this before, right? Like if a stock is below the 200 EMA, it matters a lot. It doesn't matter to me at the open though. It doesn't matter, right? The thing that matters the most is the fact that it has a beautiful bottom, the fact that it has support, right? So and the volume is there and it's performed early in the day. So that's all that matters to me. Right? Look at that beautiful pump, BTTC. Oh my days. Oh my days, guys. Look at that beautiful base. All about the base, all the base. No trouble. All about the base. SHPH is slowly creeping up as well, so that looks good. Alrighty. IVF failed at $4. Surprise? No, not really. Retesting 365, so for the breakout. Alrighty. So we're retesting this last breakout spot. So it's not, just because it's failing and dipping doesn't mean it's dead. Cool. CRVS is really coming back. So that looks nice. Sheesh, that was a nice pop. That was a perfect bottom, wasn't it? Right. So again, I care about the 200 EMA, just not at the open. Just not at the open. I don't really care. Alrighty. So as long as I see that a stock has a good base, a good bottom, yeah, then that's all that really matters. Alrighty. So again, your next resistance on this one, 330, 335. Alrighty. So double top plus the VWAP. Be careful up there. Right. The easy entry was a gamble and a curl off the bottom. SHPH really wants it, doesn't it? Just doesn't have the volume. So if that thing doesn't go, IVF is still looking good. So Again, $4. Still our resistance here though, right? With the yellow candle saying, yeah, it's $4. Um, but we'll see if that thing can break out because it looks like it wants to. Where's our friend the market maker, guys? Where is our friend the market maker? Yeah, so it looks like we just kind of double top for now for BTTC. TWG is still just chilling at the bottom of the range there. Just chilling. Just chilling. Where's our friend the market maker, guys? Where's our friend? EV. Okay. EVTV. Yeah, I see it now. Yup. I see it. I see it. Spy's confused. Yeah. Good job, Jay. Good job. 180 to 384. Beautiful. Beautiful. Goodness gracious. Well done. Well done. Love it. Again, if you haven't taken any trades yet, guys, don't worry. Promise. Don't worry. Alrighty? It's been 8 minutes. Think about that. Alrighty? So if you're like, hey, I don't like the chaos, nothing stands out as the favorite stock yet, this and this and this, right? If you're not feeling confident yet, that's okay. IVF is the favorite stock right now, right? But if you're not feeling it, you're just then just just kind of sit back and relax, right? I don't think there's been a day where we're like, oh my goodness, we missed the first 10 minutes, the first 30 minutes, that's it. There's nothing else. No, right? So a lot of these names will play games, then eventually we get some proper levels, right? TWG, right? Look at that bottom there. There's another beautiful bottom, huh? Right? So that bottom is also holding up well. Holding up well. So again, a lot of these names are still trying to decide what they want to do, right? So again, no rush at all. No rush. Alrighty. BTTC is still looking good there. May you please email Dave for Juan. Let me send you an invite link. Yeah, so I think you are a member. Yeah, so let me send you an invite link. So click this invite link, Juan, and then follow the instructions in the Getting Started channel already. So click the link at the bottom of the chat there from the Hot Trades account and follow the instructions in the Getting Started channel. If you're not sure what to do, watch the onboarding video in the Getting Started. Alrighty, it's gonna walk you through everything you need to know. So for IVF, we need to break out of $4, right? So $4 is our resistance, guys. This looks like a T-Rex, doesn't it? Yeah, looks like a T-Rex. So at some point, if that thing wants to cook again, we need to break out of the resistance. Cool. So it looks definitely looks like a T-Rex, doesn't it? So surprise, no, right? You can see it stalling. You can see the yellow candle. You can see the red zone. You can see the psychological $4 resistance. And so, like I said, you're not gonna miss anything crazy in the first 10 minutes of the day. Alrighty, I promise. SHPH is also dipping. It couldn't break out. Right? That thing really needed to break out. It just couldn't do it. So watch for your next support around 350 on this one. Alrighty. TWG on the other hand though said, hey guys, I gave you the bottom. Did you take me? Did you take me at the bottom? That sounds sus, doesn't it? Anyways, that was a really good bottom. If you're holding TWG, type yes in the chat. That was a really good bounce off the 200 EMA. Perfect. Yeah, so TWG is halted up, but that was a really good spot. Caitlin, you took it? Well done. Well done, Cole. Colonel, well done. Well done. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a perfect spot, right? Triple bottom, 200 EMA, demand zone, yellow candle, confluence, right? Multiple things telling you that that's a good spot. You take a chance, it doesn't work, you put your stop loss below, right? We talked about this on Friday. Um, we had a class on Friday. If you haven't watched the class, right, go ahead, make sure you watch that at some point. Right, we basically talked about the like the best way to lose money, you know, right? Because a lot of people don't do it very well, but it's a pretty big deal, right? So we listened to a podcast, and it was Tony Robbins talking about, he interviewed some of the richest traders in the world, right? Billionaire traders, right? And there's one thing they had in common, or a few things they had in common, right? And funny enough, it's the exact same thing we've been talking about, right? Knowing how to lose, right? Focusing on losing money, right? Not focusing on the gains, right? Focusing on losing money. So that was it was a good class, right? To kind of shift your mind, especially as we're cooking, because we've had an amazing, month, right? So don't start losing money. Speaking of which, Josh says this all the time, right? Just because you made more doesn't mean you trade more, right? So really, really important. As we're cooking, don't go risking a lot more money and losing a lot more. Because we see this all the time, right? People are like, oh, I started trading. I went from $10,000 to $100,000. And then since then, I've lost all the gains, right? Since then, I've lost all the gains because you make more, you keep trading more, you keep trading more, you increase the amount of money you're trading with, and it goes higher and higher and higher, and then you get slapped, right? Just because you trade more just because you make more doesn't mean you have to trade more or go bigger, right? Let's go, Josh. Good morning. The goat is in the chat, guys. Josh, how are you? How's the family? Yeah, no, we were talking about you yesterday. Peter and I, we were like, "Where's Josh?" And then Peter said he sent you a message. And yeah, Josh, hopefully everything's okay. Good to see you. Uh, you transferred some money out of your account to pay for kids' tuition. Kaylin, where are your kids going? Where are your kids going? What college? What are they taking? Yep, 99% tuition. Yeah, like psychology. Yep, I agree. So it looks like we're still holding that bottom, guys, at 350. We need a curl here though for SHPH. Right? IVF again, you can see the T-Rex was still T-Rexing down. Is that a surprise? Nope. Right? It's not a surprise. Oh my goodness. When you said tuition, I figured, there's one tuition college, right? Daycare. You know what? You need to get Steve to take the kids, you know? So then you don't have to. What is Steve doing? $4,500 a month? Why is daycare tuition so much for like two kids? What are they really doing for $4,500 a month? $4,500 a month. Like, what are they doing? Isn't that crazy? Shish. Craziness. Yeah, like it sounds insane. Unbelievable, man. That's just crazy. IVF is bouncing off the 50 EMA, so let's see if we can stay above that level. Alrighty. Again, SHPH is still holding that 350, so this level is going to be really, really important. It's more of like a downtrend retest, right? So it really is important that it stays above that 350. Otherwise, some violence is going to show up. TWG is unhalted, guys. We're sitting at resistance, so just be mindful. We've been going up and down in this range for some time now, right? So the top of the range. If we can break above 850, that'd be exciting. But for now, we're just going up and down. So make sure you have stop losses and you're moving them up. Yeah, Vena, private school tuition sucks up your membership upgrade. Yeah, craziness. Seriously, just yeah. $4,500 a month for two kids just seems a little bit excessive. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. By the way, if you're still holding this one, I think maybe KB is holding this one. CRVS is still looking good. Still looking good. It's a nice push, isn't it? Yeah, they need to stop sending money somewhere else and do something with the daycare stuff. Good job, well done. One trade at a time. Good job. Yeah, you see how it failed up there though. TWG Honestly, sometimes, we really really want to see these breakouts. We really want to see breakouts, right? But sometimes you just have to look at this and say, hey, like, I see the history here, right? It's like, there's a red flag, right? So I see a problem here, right? We keep failing at the resistance. You know what? Yeah, I want to see a breakout, but I'm just gonna take the gains, please. Alrighty, look at that. SHPH is still holding that 350 bottom, so hopefully it stays above that 350 bottom. Because who doesn't like bottoms, right? So double bottom 350. Let's see if we can actually get a push. IVF, nice bounce, right? So these names are still looking good. We just need some consistency in terms of like in terms of like price action, Yeah, Pola was on the list from last night, right? We had a watch list from last night. Pola was on it, and this one's been doing really well this morning. Nothing crazy, right? Like slow and steady, but it's done okay. Who doesn't love bottoms, Yogi? I was gonna text you. I was gonna text you over the weekend, Yogi. I got something. I was gonna send you a picture, but then I forgot what I was gonna send you. So then I was like, whatever. Again, day for one. I told you what to do, right? Unless you're 2 days delayed, I told you what to do. Alrighty. Click this link at the bottom. Day for one. Alrighty. Go to Discord. Your instructions are gonna be in the getting started channel. Please. Alrighty. Don't make me find you, because I will find you. CRVS is flying there. I'm surprised they haven't halted this damn thing yet. Right? Yeah, that thing is cooking. KB is smiling like a goat, smiling like a goat. KB, yeah, no, good job on this one, by the way. So brand new highs of the day. Um, I think looks excellent, doesn't it? Excellent. Just looking at the chart here. Excellent. Yep, that was a really good retest, wasn't it? Right, basically a retest of the view up and stayed above, and then curled back up, and then boom skis. So now you have the yellow candle. Look at that, guys. SHPH. Who doesn't like bottoms, guys? Anybody not like bottoms? See, everybody likes bottoms. That's a beautiful curl, isn't it? Excellence curl. Excellence, excellence, excellence. Right. If you bought the dip of 350-ish, type yes in the chat. If you bought the dip ski off 350, type yes in the chat. Just keep in mind though that we're approaching, every time we get to $4 and 420, we seem to have a problem. Alrighty. Every time we get closer to this level, we seem to have a problem. So, that's a 50-cent potential room there to set a stop loss. So you should be okay. But yeah, we keep having problems up here. Kind of looks like we're creating lower highs now, which is not exactly what you want to see, but that thing needs to break out at some point. Yeah, look at that thing cook. CRVS. You should. ISD, you should. We can open up the daycare and put the kids in there, and then teach them charts. You know, yeah, so they can pay for their own daycare. Tell them you have 2 years. 2 years, you're gonna start paying for your own daycare and watch the kids cook. Yeah. I called as a cooker. Yes, KV. That's why I mentioned you, because I knew you were in it. So we're still playing games here with SHPH. IVF is still holding the bottom, guys. Right. So the good thing for most of these stocks, right? You're on your own. 2 years, Vena. 2 years. If we want to be nice, we'll give them 5 years. 5. Right. You better start cooking. I was gonna say the good thing for most of these stocks though is like at the very least, like they're bouncing up the support levels and coming back, so you can get some really good scalpies off those levels, which is nice. You know, but we need some breakouts because all of these stocks just seem to be failing at resistance, except for this one, right? So this one actually had a really good breakout. But most of the other ones are just kind of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. TWG did the exact same thing again. Right, came back to the bottom and it's bouncing again. So it's not a bad thing. It's just we need some proper boom skis. Yeah. Josh, did you see Michael Saylor buy $2 billion worth of Bitcoin again today? $2 billion. Craziness. Polar is looking good, isn't it? Looking good. Polar bear. Looking good. I think we must have had that line at $3 from a previous rally. Yeah. Could you take a look, Camilla? LDWWI. I will. I will in a second. I will. I like how we're. Let me take a look. LDWY. So you're not in a position. You're just thinking about it. I can see why you're looking at this, Kimbella. The volume is a little bit higher today. I think my only concern with this one is that it's going to need to actually, at this point, Kimbella, I would let it break out. You notice how the last time it had a run, so this was December 10th. It had a run and failed right there, Kimbella. 480, right? So 480 failed right there. Guess where it went to this morning? The exact same level and then backed off. Right. So if you're looking for a position, I think like I'd be looking for closer to 380 to $4, right? Like a lot closer. If you're looking for a swing play, right, then it needs to definitely close above 430. If not, let it break above 480. Most likely I spent most of it already. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. So just be careful. That it had a nice little pop there, but then now it needs to actually break out. So maybe set some alerts or just watch it closely. Uh yeah, 74, 78. Yeah. The fact that we sold off from the price that we sold off from, definitely a sign that BTC is a scam. I'm kidding. What do you understand English, day one? Maybe I need to ask Siri, I need to speak a different language. Do you understand English? I'm just wondering. Let me know. It's a genuine question, Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't understand English. Maybe I'll ask Siri to tell you what to do in a different language. Someone said Wednesday or something. Pray. Yeah. Raven? Okay, I'll take a look. I've said this like a million times already. And when you become a member, like YouTube tells you as well, they tell you what to do, right? So, and I've mentioned it so many times. You're just not listening, or maybe you just don't understand me. So maybe I just need to tell you in a different language. Let me know. We'll learn a different language together. Alrighty. Eric, dang, are you pissed at that stock? Yeah, it just had that one pop at the open, but then into the red zone and then back down, right? Anyways, back to SHPH here. So this is what I mean, right? Like we have some really good stocks, we just don't have stocks that are breaking out, right? So SHPH still looks good, like it's still holding the bottom. Anytime between today and June. Oh Lord, have mercy. Yep, I agree. I agree, Yogi. I agree. I agree. I agree. Okay, Yogi had a question. 125. Let's take a look. Ski. SEGG. 125. Yogi, look at this beauty. But then at the same time, too, though, we've been circling this level, Yogi, right? Right around 140. It's been a while. Like every day so far, it goes up to 140 and then it struggles, right? So maybe 140ish is a trim level for you. Alrighty. But to me, honestly, though, as long as that thing can stay above like 128 today, I think you're fine. So either way, you should be green, right, on the entire position for the rest of the day. So you have the 50, you have the VWAP, you have the 200 EMA, all acting as support above your entry price. You should be okay. But again, the problem is right there, though. So we do need to break out of that range. So if we can break out of that range, ooh, exciting, right? So, but we do need to break out. IVF is finally breaking out here, guys. Finally breaking the T-Rex. That was a really good retest, by the way. If you go back to last Friday, was it Friday? Yeah, I think the stock that ended up, cooking had a T-Rex and then broke out of the T-Rex range and then Varu, right? So that thing ended up flying. So I wonder if IVF is going to do the exact same thing here right now. Right now. I think so. Let me destroy the T-Rex. Again, the candle hasn't closed yet, so be careful, please. Alrighty, please. So that looks okay. It looks good, right? Good retest. SHPH is kind of in the same range. So those two names still look really, really good. Really, 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 really good. They just need to give us boom skis and actually close above the breakout spots. Good job, Shane. okay, there you go. Okay, we need the boom skis. You guys want to see how I type now with my broken finger? This is how I type. One finger on this hand does the work, and then the other, so you catch me typing like this. Well, like yeah, like this. One finger on this side is yeah, you know. It's the weirdest typing job. Where's our market maker, guys? We need SHPH to go boom skis. Where's our market maker? We need something to go boom skis. Yeah. uh, yep. Yep. IVF is right below that $4 breakout spot. Right below. Right below. I know, Josh. I know. I know. I didn't listen. To slap. What did you get slapped on? What did you get slapped on? Let me take a look. Okay. Okay, I don't see any new stocks in the scanner that we haven't already talked about. TWG. Yeah. IVF is like, I'll give you guys the boom skis. We need the candle to close, the mister. We need the candle to close. So the two stocks I like the most right now. I mean, you could add Polar to the mix, right? This because this one's looking good too. It's looking for that breakout. But yeah, IVF is definitely one of them. We need to close above that spot though. Yeah, so we need to close above the $4 level here. Yep. I mean, you're not supposed to be playing with those wicks anyways, right? Minimal. So let those wicks wick. Yeah. Polar, CRVS, and IVF. Okay. Well, at least you have IVF, and we like it more than the other names right now, right? So yeah, let it cook. Polar is also looking very good. So that was a nice breakout, really good breakout. Yeah, the spread, and some of those pops a little bit suspicious, but uh, okay. The support on SHPH has always been 350. Always been 350, so it needs to stay above that level. If it breaks below that level, yes, you have the 200 EMA, but it becomes a bit more dangerous, right? So it really needs to stay above that level. Yeah, no, Polar looks really good. Maybe that there was a reason why we left the line at $3. Very nice. 306. Nicer. Is Nvidia getting slapped? SEGG is looking like a one-star breakout, Raven. So that's looking good. 142. High of day 143. 143. Nvidia. The markets are probably going to be a might be a suspicious week, Yogi. Might be a very suspicious week. That's a very nice push on Polar, isn't it? Really nice push. Really nice push. Really nice push. Type yes in the chat if you're holding Polar. Type yes in the chat if you're holding. Yeah, Kimbella, CCHH is also looking nice. CCHH also looking nice. 215. Well done. Well done. Yeah. There's a bit of a supply zone around 325 there, so just keep that in mind. A little bit. Again, IVF is still struggling in the same T-Rexy supply zone. Right, so that's a bit concerning. SHPH is kind of looking. We like I said earlier, we got a bit of a higher low, so that's not exactly what you want to see, but it's still holding that 350. So hopefully at some point, and then SEGG Raven is Raven knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. You know, he was looking for the market maker in the chat. He's like, I'm in this one. Hey, Mr. Market Maker, can you help me? Market Maker says maybe. Anyway, so right below $1.50. Your position is 390. Okay. Hopefully you can get a push here, Harmon, right? If we keep saying we have problems at $4, do you go ahead and buy 390? Maybe not. But again, hopefully it breaks out and goes boom skis. Alrighty? Hopefully. Because the stock has been okay this morning. We just need the boom skis. Alrighty? SHPH is just still fighting in the same range here. So we also need a boom ski on that one. See? Look at that. Look at SEGG go. Right? Raven says, "Hey, Mr. Market Maker, can you help me? Can you help me, please? I'm in at $3.20, $1.20. Can you help me, please?" IVF is like, I really want to go. So again, this one looks good. It just needs to break out. Yeah. Minimal. I posted chart take a look at the small cap swing channel in Discord. I posted analysis there for SoFi. So there goes 160. That's looking very nice, isn't it? That's looking very nice. See, now Raven can bug his wife because he made monies because his wife is gonna take the monies. 161. Yeah. Well, the market maker says yes, Arya. Yes, I can help you. There you go. 410. That thing really needs to go boom skis. 414. See? Look at that, guys. All you have to do is ask the market maker, hey, Mr. Market Maker, can you help me, please? I'm in at this price. Can we go boom skis? The market maker says, yes. Why? Of course we can. And we just hit the highs of the day for IVF, like market open highs, right? Not pre market highs. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Market Maker, can you help me? Uh, but you got the hang of it. Crazy volatility, but making Dan. Yeah, so silver is a different beast. There we go. 122, 134. Hey, Mr. Market Maker, can you help me? That's a nice pop, isn't it? Very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I like it. 435, guys, looking good. Do, 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 do. Uh, yes. Here we go. 440. I like it. I like it. I like it. Thank you, Mr. Market Maker. I appreciate you. Let's go. All you have to do is just ask nicely, you know? The market maker is here at our service. Yeah. Not like Pyro, you know? I've been asking Pyro for gold dips, and Pyro hasn't. Thank you, Mr. Market Maker. Unbelievable. Yeah. Mr. Market Maker only works for the members, by the way. So Arya and Raven. If you're not a member, don't try using Mr. Market Maker. He's not gonna work for you. Yeah. Ready? Thank you, Mr. Market Maker. Let's go IVF. Beautiful. Looking very nice. So that's almost 500%, guys. Alrighty, we're headed for that 500% spot. Here we go, 460%. This is gonna be day number like whatever, right? Back to back to back to back to back 500% days. Pretty nice, huh? I like it. Supreme Court doesn't rule on Tuesday. Yeah, last I heard it was Wednesday, but I guess they're saying anytime this week. So that's a pretty nice, very nice pop. So again, our next little resistance is going to be around this 47. I'm going to put it at 470. It's a little bit lower than 470, but I'm going to leave the line at 470. Alrighty. So clearly you can see that we're at resistance. Alrighty. Break 500, break 470 and halts up, and we thrust. Break and halt, and we thrust. Well done, Bilal. Give me a high five. What did you get in at? So again, we're testing resistance up there. Yeah, love it. Good job, Shane. Yeah, like Yogi said earlier, and I think a few people have said this already too. The longer they take to make that ruling, the more likely it is that they're just gonna, you know, side with like the decision that's been made already, or just not do anything. So I just don't understand why. You guys are getting taxpayer monies, and like you're just and you can't make a decision. Mm. Some of these is it dropping? Yeah, look at that, right? Just lower high, lower high, lower high, no breakouts. The breakout is so important. Watch the 200 EMA now, so 330. Yeah, it is a twat. Right? So yeah, watch the 200 EMA at 330 there. That could be the last line of defense. Alrighty, so watch that bottom there. IVF says, "Hey guys, I'm the one." Kind of stalling there. SEGG with a bit of a retracement. Why? Because Mr. Market Maker, because Arya asked for Mr. Market Maker to go to IVF, so they left and came to this one. Yeah, yeah. I know exactly why, but the yeah. Polar is still looking okay. You need a brand new breakout above 320, but that looks nice though, doesn't it? So yeah, looks good. Looks good, Polar. You are the best, Mr. Market Maker. Yeah. Yeah, we just looked at BTTC. It popped a little bit off the demand zone. Pop off the demand zone. Polar really wants that 320 breakout. 320, 325, right? Um, Day one, I don't know. Maybe you just don't understand me, honestly. Day one, hola, ¿cómo estás? Habla un poquito español. I'll just start speaking a different language now. Maybe you understand me. Um, Unless you just want me to speak Japanese instead, then I need to ask Jericho, because all I can say is arigato. You want me to speak yeah, torn saddle? Yeah. I think you need some slappings when we do them one on one, because you're doing some very dangerous things. Yeah, you're doing some very dangerous things. So you definitely need some slappings. So here comes that 350, guys, for Polar there. That was a pretty nice push. Very, very nice. Very excellent. Yeah. Yeah, so 350. IVF, a retest of the breakout spot. So watch that $4 for a curl. Is it going to curl? You don't know that, and it's not important. It needs to prove to you that it's actually curling. But stuff like this should be expected, right? So you break out of $4, you push to the next resistance, you expect it to come back at four, and then hope that it curls up that level. Alrighty. So that was a retest of that $4, which is healthy. Nothing wrong with that, right? And then Polar is creeping up for that 350 resistance. Here we go. Again, type yes in the chat if you're still holding the polar bear. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding this one. So there it goes. That thing is just strolling through resistance like it's nothing. Yeah. Every day. Yeah, of course. Here we go. It's a nice push. You sold at 350. Good job. Well done, Mohammed. Good job. 212, Frankie. Monies, Frankie. Monies. Which is eating away your profits again, right? We had this class on Friday for a reason. Put a stop loss, get rid of it, right? If it's eating away your profits, that means you're not losing money. But when something looks this bad, right? When something looks this bad and it broke below the support, broke below the triple bottom, below the 200 EMA, I don't know what you're holding this for, right? So set a stop loss somewhere. Maybe that thing can stay above, like 550 and save you, right? But you should have a stop loss. There's no reason why a stock, should be eating through your profits. So 350 is clearly resistance on this thing. It needs to break and close above it. IVF is doing exactly what you want to see. Exactly what you want to see, right? So we have resistance. We have the breakout. We have the retest. Alrighty, so it's doing exactly what you need to have it do. Alrighty. Mm-mm-mm. Yep, yep. Yeah. Mm-mm. Let's see. Yeah, so that 350 is a bit of an obstacle then. What should I do to better position my stop loss on the way up? I always push up on into the candle and then it hits and then I'm missing out on part of the gain. Yeah, it's like there's not an exact science on that stuff. Like how because to some degree, like, you have to make that decision, right? When you're moving your stop loss up, you have to decide if you're going to be aggressive and chase the candles up and go like higher low, higher low, higher low, which is fine, right? That's a perfectly good strategy. Or you also have to say, hey, like, okay, I know we're going to dip. Do I just watch the higher lows, right? Then you could just use the higher lows to move your stop loss below the previous higher low, right? Or you could decide to use the nine, or you could decide to use the other things, right? Like, it's just there's not like an exact thing that's going to work every single time, right? And I think that's usually what most people are looking for. And like, hey, tell me that that thing. You have to make that decision. Alrighty, you have to make that decision. Yeah. So the best thing to do usually is to backtest and say, hey, like, okay, this specific stock I'm looking at, right? If I went back in time and I have this specific stop loss strategy, would this have worked, right? Can I do this? So back testing is one of the best things you can do for strategy, stop losses, whatever you need to do. Like, back test it, right? Go back in time and say, hey, like, okay, this strategy on this specific stock I was playing with, right? Would this have worked if I did this? Right. And okay, you know what? Maybe I need to tweak it a little bit. Maybe I need to do this. Maybe the strategy doesn't quite work, right? But back test your strategy and it's really going to help you. Alrighty. 550. TWG is still yeah, looking suspicious there. But SEGG, yeah, this one is more of a back test, like not a back test, a retest. Right? It's a retest of the breakout Raven spot. SHPH is still looking super suspicious, super suspicious. We said this morning, like, these guys are going to do an offering at some point. Maybe that's holding it back. Maybe everybody knows that and it's kind of holding it back. But we're still at the 200 EMA, so we're not going to completely, throw it in the garbage. Not going to completely throw it in the garbage. So maybe it has a maybe. Just selling enough to cover your cost and make it free. Yeah, there you go. That's another really good strategy, right? Like, there's so many ways you can handle these stocks, guys. You can move your stop loss up. You can scale out on the way up. You can, like, yeah. So there's so many ways to do this. You just have to find what works for you. Just have to find what works for you. Can has had so much hype in the recent, in the last few weeks. The stock just doesn't perform for some reason, right? AKEN. Maybe at some point it's gonna pop because of the low float. Like, if we get cannabis news, maybe that thing's gonna move. But for some reason, it's been having a really hard time performing. Hard time performing. So yeah, maybe we'll get a Supreme Court decision tomorrow. If not, it would be nice though if they told us what they were looking for, right? I think if we lived in a society where, like, stuff was transparent, we would know that, and we would know that stuff. But obviously, it's not. So the excuse is, you elected us, trust us to make the decisions. Trust me, bro. SEGG is bouncing really nicely there, Raven. Really nicely. That was a good retest, wasn't it? Right? So, really, 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 really nice retest. Yeah. This one's been holding up really well, actually. Really, really well. People want to do more gambling. Probably. But who knows? We just mind our own business. We just mind our own business. Because, yeah. They just announced an offering? Damn. Idiots. SHPH is still holding that 200 EMA, guys. So maybe, just maybe, right? And then IVF slapped. Slapped. Right? So a bit of a curl. Supply zone, slap. Scalpy. CRVS, KV. Are you still holding this one? Yeah. There's another really good retest spot that's holding up on this one. Come on, SHPH. Maybe something else will, Raven. Maybe something else will. Maybe something else will. Maybe something else will. Okay. Dawn, send it, send it, send it. You're waiting for it to break out? Okay. Sounds good. It would have been nice if IVF came a little bit closer to 350, but it's bouncing off the VWAP now, so that's good. Bouncing up the VWAPs. I guess we came back down to see the T-Rex. It's like, hello, T-Rex. Hello, Mr. T-Rex. Yeah, like this thing needs to get back above 350, Don and Uncle. Yeah. So 350 was initially that support, right? It needs to get back above that level and start giving us some higher lows. Otherwise, it's just gonna resume the same rubbish price action that it's had. So good job, Benna. Good job. Now you could send some of that money to daycare. SEGG is looking beautiful there, isn't it? Beautiful. Sheesh, that thing said Raven. There we go. 1 night. Ooh, damn. Oh, damn. Sheesh. Raven's already thrusting, guys. Don't worry about him. He's already thrusting. He's already thrusting. Here comes that $2 test. The magic $2 with the supply zone. What a beauty, guys. What an absolute beauty. That was a good retest, too. Excellent. Excellent. Let's go. Uh, she got it, especially since she's talking trash about my trading skills. It's halted at 199, guys, right below resistance. SEGG is halted up. Ah, that's crazy. Your daughter talks trash about your trading skills. Ah. Unbelievable. Yeah, so that's halted up. SHPH is really trying to break out of that 350, so hopefully it does. Alrighty, IVF is I think needs to start curling back up. Good job. Well done, Raven. Well done. Yeah, that was a nice shout out from Raven. Really nice. Very, very nice. You know what's crazy? It's like crazy how Bitcoin goes below 90K. Like it's crazy. Like how does that happen? Crazy. That doesn't tell you that it's a scam. I don't know when. Well, good job, Yank. Well done. So yeah, $2 resistance and halted up, looking very good. Maybe now roller. Maybe roller could come back. Roller did an offering last night, so that's why it's not moving with this one. Those idiots decided that an offering was a good way to go on a Monday night. Monday night on a long weekend, they decided to drop an offering. Crazy, huh? Crazy, 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 guys. Do, 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 do. I should bought that 15 years ago. I know, right? Yes. Yeah, it needs to get above a 350 Ron. Really needs to. Not Ron, Don. Yeah, needs to. And Polo is still coming back for a $3 retest, yeah, it seems. Mm, interesting. Okay. Polo got entered. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd call that getting entered though. Doesn't look that horrible. Looks like a retest. Looks like a retest. And then waiting for the on halt in this one here. Yeah, no, Polo is just coming back for a retest of the breakout, right? Like this, that's completely healthy to me. It's already consolidating and trying to bounce. So I'm not really you got out of it? IVF? Okay. Yeah, that thing got slapped. Right? But again, right? Resistance, 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 slowly dipping, like from the top to here. If you don't have a stop loss, yeah, then it's you're playing with a bit of violence. Raven, yeah. So maybe now after this offering, they can drop some news and pump up the stock. Good job, Puri. Wow, very nice. Good job. Good job. Good jobs. Catch you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Where's the unhalts, mister? No, 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 no. There goes the on halt. There goes the on halt. 320, guys. 330. Oh my days. Damn. Damn. 340. Damn. They're gonna hold that thing up again. Damn. Sheesh. I'm surprised they didn't halt it on that 240 push. Sheesh. Yeah, that is a very nice push. Yeah, no, it's actually halted up. Yeah, it's halted up. Ah, that's amazing, Vena. That's amazing. Ah. And then you need to, get her into some paper trading for like a year or multiple years. Yeah. And then get her into some long term stuff, right? Some skin in the game. So she can see the value of nothing that she's playing with actively, but just long term stuff. Yeah. I like it. Uh Resistance at 5? Well, sitting at 240. Oh, 240. So $5 is far, far, far away. Far, far, far away. No, 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 no. Yep. No, again, like I said, right? SHPH is not. We're not gonna throw this in the garbage, right? We're not gonna throw this in the garbage because it's still holding that 330, 200 EMA level. So it's really trying to push. So it's a good thing though. It had to break above that 350, and it finally did. So some of you guys are happy again. Happy. Are you guys happy now? Should be happy. We're back to $4, right? Should be very happy. So these candles were a bit aggressive in the way that they got there, though. I don't always trust those candles. So just be careful up here, please. Yeah, be very careful. Uh, Decision. Yeah, it's a very nice bounce, actually. Most of you guys should be back to green now, right? If you were holding a bag before, you're back. You are back. It showed. Yeah, it has slowed down. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. We're getting stocks halting up and coming from the abyss like this. I don't know about that. Maybe now Mr. Market Maker can finally we can finally cook. Come on, Mr. Market Maker, make it happen. We need to break out of this stupid range. Again, as long as the stock is kind of consolidating around the 200 EMA, we don't give up on it, right? That's a nice curl there. Really nice curl. So, nice pop. 415, 417, and cooking. So we're slowly approaching this resistance level we have on the left hand side. So let's see if we can cook through now. I mean, we did say, hey, Mr. Market Maker. So Mr. Market Maker is in charge now. You guys know what he does. You guys know what Mr. Market Maker does, right? Mr. Market Maker says, yes, 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 yes. You guys know what I can do. Anyway, so just keep in mind though, guys, right? Look left. If you look left, you can see the problem we have, right? So we look good right now. It still needs to break out. Alrighty? So Mr. Market Maker is in charge. And we're about to test brand new highs of the day. The last high was 435, and here we go. There it is, guys. Mr. Market Maker. Do you doubt this? Do you doubt Mr. Market Maker, guys? Shish. Do you doubt him? We basically came back just to make brand new highs of the day. Again, market session highs, not pre-market highs. That's nice. Very nice. I like it. If you're still holding SHPH, type yes in the chat. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding this one, and then move that stop loss, please. Let's go, Hinu. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Now, Hinu, you could get that. Get yourself a membership. Don't make me come find you. Alrighty. Well done. Good job. Yes in the chat. Okay. I don't see any other stocks in the scanner that I like. Okay, so all just same stocks. Again, you sold at the highs of the day. Beautiful, right, guys? Again, when you see resistance on the left and we're approaching that resistance on the right, just be careful, right? I think we look a lot better than we did earlier, but maybe that's a cup and handle, right? Maybe we dip like that and retest something and then we go again, right? But when you're at a double top like that, you don't just sit there and say, "Oh, you know what? This seems nice," right? At least move your stop loss. Alrighty, at least move that stop loss up. Okay, SCGG is on halted, by the way, so congratulations if you're in this one because this thing is still cooking, just flying. You want to make sure you start scaling out because the next halt is going to be down. Alrighty, you want to make sure you start scaling out because the next halt is going to be down. Anyways. So yeah, let's see if we can close the candle above and just consolidate above 350 here. 350 would be nice. It would be nice if we could break, like actually just consolidate above that level. That'd be good. That would be good. Alrighty, so make sure you're scaling out or simply just moving those stop losses higher. Either way, that's okay. But at least make sure you're doing something, right? So you're not just sitting there and praying for more, 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 right? Because you can kind of see like we're just going back and forth. We're trying to decide if we want to hold above 350, 250, sorry, 250. Yeah, yeah. They and then SHPH, yeah. So we're kind of looking for that cup and handle on this one still, right? So it looks okay, right? And then we're still fighting that 350 here, and it's looking better and better and better. Raven is just rubbing those mushrooms together, praying. Come on, Raven, you can do it. You can do it. Edwin, welcome to Goats. Let's go, Edwin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Send me a DM in Discord, Edwin. Send me a DM in Discord, alrighty? Send me a DM in Discord. I think I see you. Yeah, there goes a retest of the high again. Okay. There it goes. Raven is still rubbing those mushrooms. Actually, he's bugging his wife now. Raven is bugging the wife. Okay, maybe the next halt isn't gonna be down. But again, I say that just so you can at least if you're not making a decision, make a decision. Alrighty? Because yeah. Okay, maybe the next halt is gonna be done, but who knows, right? So just make a decision. No, I said you're rubbing the mushrooms, praying for another squeeze, and then bugging your wife. So SHPH again, that double top that was a nice pop. So I think at this point now we're looking for a retest of the VWAP and then the cup and handle. So watch 380 for support on this one, 380, and then hopefully a curl back up. Alrighty. Raven, now the entire chat sees where your mind is at, Uh-huh. Now we see. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Um, Eddie, for some reason you can send me a DM, but I can't send you a DM for some reason. I think it's because we're not friends. So I'm gonna send you a friend request, okay? But you know I'm sending you a friend request, or you have to send me a friend request. Actually, I'm not. Yeah, so you have to send me a friend request already, Eddie. So yeah, you have to. Do, 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 do. Can you look at a BFS or you only look at these cryptos? What cryptos? SEGG crypto? Yeah, no, we only look at these type of cryptos. I don't know what BFS is. No. Okay. Okay. One second. Eddie, I'll send you a DM. I'll send you a DM too. But you have some videos to watch, and then we'll schedule a one-on-one. Okay. So, but yeah, you make sure you schedule the one-on-one now. Right. So, go to the one-on-one channel, Eddie. Um, and there should be two calendar links in there. So schedule some one-on-ones, right? And then I'll message you with some stuff before we get to the one-on-one. Cool. Uh, yeah, sure. It looks way suspicious, doesn't it? Inside. Now you're failing at the 200 EMA, so that's not exactly a good thing. We're still looking for that curl on SHPH yet. It's not quite doing it yet. SEGG though, whew, what a beauty. That thing said, you know what? We're not gonna halt. We're not gonna halt up or down, but we're gonna show you some really nice price action though, because that's a nice coca. Good job, Sam. That is a nice pompa. You can blame Raven the market maker for this one. So that stock is flying, flying. Sheesh! What a beautiful run. So 340. Damn. There's a mini supply zone right below 350. So I wonder if that's where they want to push it. Actually, no. The stock is halted, guys. Mr. Market Maker says, nope, forget that. Forget that. We don't want to hold down. We want to hold up. The stock is halted up, guys. Virus. Virus. Let's go, virus. I had a great one-on-one with Rob yesterday. Good, Tim. Love it. Yeah, so you and I will have a chat at some point and then go from there. So um yeah. So mm, mm, There we go. Perfect. For the record and for anyone in crypto, I am still only a DCing for BTC. All will be held until we reach 200. Just waiting. Okay, sounds good. Josh, yeah, sounds like a plan. I like it. Yeah, look at that, guys. SHPH says nope. We're just gonna give you a double top. That's it, right? This is why it's important when you're at resistance. Really, really important that you consider moving your stop loss up or you consider scaling out, right? When you add a double top like that, you don't sit there and pray, please, 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 please break out, please break out. No. Alrighty. Kaylin, welcome back. Welcome back. What a beautiful run though. Like, look at this. My goodness, look at that. Not a single red candle after the curl, guys. Like, look at that. That is a beautiful. If you've had a one-on-one, that's such a beautiful, like, trade to scalp. That is easy monies. Easy, Matt. You see it? Don't make me find you. Right? That's a beautiful, beautiful. Just boomski, 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 and Raven is just smiling. Thinking about things he shouldn't be thinking about when the market's open. Unbelievable. Good, Josh. How are you? I'm down $750 in IVF at $4. Is it done for the day? $750. Oof. What's your entry price on this one? Cam Films. What's your entry price on this? Let us know. But I'm excited. uh, Unbelievable. You entered at $4. Okay. What's your stop loss at Cam Films? I know you don't have one, but I'm just asking you questions that you should have the answer to, right? And then we'll talk about it. Alrighty. Um, uh, I'm just asking you questions that you should have answers to. There goes the on halt. There goes the on halts, guys. Oof, what a beauty. And that thing says resistance. Where? Damn, that thing is flying. Oh my days, that thing is flying, flying. And they're about to halt it up again. All the way to 420, guys. And halt it up at 424. Unless that's a glitch on my end. Sheesh. No, it's halted at 424. Yeah, so halt it up. I may need to grab my Raven. I have nothing to say to you. Nothing, nothing at all. 230%. Woof, beautiful. Oh, my days is right. Type yes in the chat if you're holding a SEGG. Type yes in the chat if you're holding SEGG. Oh my days, guys, that thing exploded. Sheesh, look at that. Not a single red candle. Like no red candle since $1.50. That thing is double. That thing has gone up 100% without a red candle. No red candle since $1.50 and it's gone up 100%. So again, keep scaling out because that's the right thing to do, or keep moving those stop losses up. Alrighty? Keep scaling out or moving the stop losses higher. I mean, the stock is literally called lottery.com. So maybe this was a Josh casino stock. Yeah, no, exactly, Raven. Nobody's buying it. You'd be surprised, right? You'd be very surprised. What a beauty, guys. Look at that. Sheesh. Beautiful. I bet you all the money came over from Roller because those guys did an offering. So everybody's now looking at this one instead of two different stocks. IVF just looks super garbage. I think yeah, was it yeah, no, when you get in a position, please use stop losses, right? Please use stop losses. Being down $750 on a stock like this, when you're in at $4, it just tells me that you didn't have a stop loss. So please use them. Please. Yeah. Please. Yeah. Yeah. Now you did good, Mr. Tony. You're fine. Lottery.com, guys. If you bought the stock, it means you kind of won the lottery, you know? If anybody ever says, "Hey, have you ever won the lottery?" You can say, "Yeah, I was in SEGG. I won the lottery. I'm a winner." Yeah, Raven is just smiling now. Smiling. Uh, let's see. That's down 1.3%. Okay. Next halt. I'll be back in 2 minutes. You see this, Josh? You see Raven? You know? You see? Anyways, let's go mobile. Let's go. Well done. $200. Well done. I like it. Unbelievable. Speaking of a can, guys, a BTTC is also coming back a little bit, but we've talked about this one a little bit today, right? A can actually is yeah, like it's trying. It's really trying. Really trying. So keep an eye on this one. Yeah, keep an eye on this one. 2200 Nico. Come on now. Give me a high five. Well done. Well done. Yeah, so keep an eye on a can. Alrighty. There goes the on holds, guys. Oh my days, that thing is a beast. Again, move those stop losses up. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at the size of that candle, guys. Yeah, it's on halted. It popped to 450 and then slapped back down. Again, chaos like that is to be expected, though. Chaos like that is to be expected. Let's do. Yeah, to be expected. And now it's going to be halted down. Yeah. Yep, well done, Raven. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Hopefully you took some monies out of that, everybody. Hopefully you took some monies out of that. Let me put this in words you can understand. Wow. Damn. Damn. You guys want to hear this? Let's hear this.
Words you might understand. Mr. President, fuck off. Thank you. Urmează domnul Anders Vistis.
Damn. That's the Danish member of parliament. He said, "Let me put this in words you can understand." Damn. Damn. You could tell the accent too. It didn't really sound like, saying it. It sounded way off. But I think ah. Denmark is not happy. Nope. They are not happy. CRVS is looking good though, guys. Look at that. Look at that beautiful. Somebody was asking Mr. Market Maker for a push. There you go. Whoever was asking for that, Mr. Market Maker heard you. Yep. I think that's wild though. I think all of these guys are yeah, look at that. Rejected at that resistance. Rejected. Let's do 1 second. Let me put this in words you can understand, he says. That makes no sense. Oh, I see. 4. Yeah, it's just a double top there, KB. SHPH, yeah, it's still holding the 200 EMA. Would have been nice if that thing broke out though, but it's just holding the 200 EMA. SEGG still halted down, and then a can is sitting in that supply zone there. So this is going to be an interesting spot. A very interesting spot. Okay. Yep, Corey. It doesn't look bad here. Just that resistance, so it's kind of stalling there. Okay. There we go. One second. Okay, there we go. Good job, Raven. That was a good scalp. Very good scalp. Missed opportunities constantly beyond frustrating, Star. I mean, if you have a specific strategy though, Star, that like you're looking for and you're just not getting, um, that's completely okay. Like if you trust a specific strategy and you're not getting it, that's fine. Don't be frustrated. But if you're just randomly looking for random stuff, then that's the problem. So you need to work on that strategy rather than like just running all over the place. Alrighty. And again, it's still really early. Like it's not even lunchtime yet, so there's a lot of time left yet today. Alrighty, a lot of time left here, so don't worry about it too much. It looks like IVF is giving you a double bottom at the very least, right? So 310 is holding. We need to get back above that 200 EMA though. Alrighty, so hopefully it can break back above. Trying to, but yeah, that's a nice little double bottom, wasn't it? So for those of you that are still holding bags in this, hopefully that thing can just pop. Just one fat green candle pop like a monster to $4, so you can get your money back. That would be nice. Righty. So we've had some really good stocks today. Like just constant rotation. SHPH was beautiful. IVF was beautiful. SEGG beyond beautiful. Right? Look at this beauty. Sheesh. 100% without a dip. Craziness. So yeah, let's see what happens when this thing gets unhalted. SEGG. Right? Polar was nice too. Like this was really nice. And then now it's just dipping to the 200 EMA. So watch 260 then. TWG has been weak, right? After like it just couldn't break out, so there was nothing to see. Can is still kind of looking for, trying to decide what he wants to do, and then CRVS still looks nice too. Like we have a lot of really good names today, a lot of really good names, a lot of really good names. So plenty of time to, yeah. There's a lot of time left here today. Really no. So if you haven't made any monies yet, that's okay. That is okay. There's some hype around BAOS as well. There's a little bit of unusual volume, nothing crazy, a little bit. BAOS, a little bit. Yeah, but it's just one candle pop though, so but maybe that might be the beginning of something, but it's just nothing there yet. And it's not enough volume there to be excited. We'll keep an eye on it if like something happens, but nothing yet. Come on, IVF. Let's go, Yank. It helped me a lot laugh through highs and lows while making money. Let's go. Well done. Congratulations on making your goal today. Alrighty. Well done. Good job. What's your position, Larry, in BTTC? What is your position? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Yep, it definitely does. That candle, that last dip was a bit of a scam candle there. SEGG is on halted too, by the way. On halted. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Hmm. And getting slapped on the on hold. Okay, Larry, let me take a look. Let me take a look. Um, you're in BTTC. You're in at 272. So you're slightly green in that position. Your entry is a bit suspicious, but I think you're getting in because it's also closing above the 200 EMA. That entry is difficult though. Difficult. I think for now though, Larry, I think you want it to stay above like 265. If you can stay above 265, I think you're going to be okay. All right. Yeah, I can kind of see what you're trying to do there. It's just yeah. Yeah. So again, not the best, but also not the worst, right? So for now, you need that thing to stay above 265. Hopefully. Look at SEGG. My goodness, what a crackhead stock. That thing exploded off $3 from $3 to 375 in like one candle. Crazy. What a beast. Sheesh. It's back to 370 again. 375. That's a nice pop. On a trade like that though, you almost have it's more of a like a gamble entry than anything else. Right? Because there's not enough time to consolidate off $3. It's a nice round number, which you kind of expect it to bounce, hope it bounces, but also happens very quickly. Very, very quickly. Okay. Yep. Definitely. Regan, definitely. I'm glad you're learning that though, There goes 390. Did anybody buy the dip on SEGG? Anybody? That thing came back like a monster. Like, look at that. That thing came back like a beast. Wow. Okay, there we go. That thing came back like violently. Right? So you still have resistance up here, so be careful. So if you somehow FOMOed into this, you got saved. 420 resistance. Resistance. Hmm. Okay. Yep. So yeah, more of a double top now than anything else for SEGG. So just make sure you're scaling out, please, guys. Right? Or you're at least moving your stop loss up like Raven is. Raven took half of the gains on the way up, right? So not always about the you FOMO into all the crackhead stocks. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. That's okay though, as long as you're making money. As long as you are making monies, that's all that matters. Hmm. There it goes again. That thing really wants to break out of that range. Really, really wants to. Uh, Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, pushing for brand new highs there. So that candle needs to close above 420. Yeah, needs to close above the 420 there. Let's go. Look at that. $350 Penos. Well done. Rolling that snowball. Let's go. Well done. High five. Here comes 350, guys. Sheesh. What a beauty this thing has been. Half out, Sean. Well done. Congratulations. This was a good day. You're done, George. Well done. Congrats. Yep. Exactly, Raven. Exactly. Exactly. Would be nice to know exactly where that top is going to be, but not always the case. Not always the case. Let me take a look at this. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Are you losing patience? Yeah. Do you have a stop loss in that thing? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Oh, 190. 1580. Okay. Yeah. I don't think you should be losing patience on this because it's creeping up for you, right? I think yeah, your stop loss fine, right? Just keep chasing it up, but I think you're okay. Alrighty, I think you're completely okay. You can see though, right? You can see what it's doing. Like it's fighting. It is fighting. It is fighting there. So, yep, exactly. It's giving you some nice higher lows, and look at it go, right? It's really trying to pop. Like it is really trying. So the best thing you can do is just keep moving those stop losses up. Or if you're not happy with it, take the gains. Either way, you're gonna make money, right? Either way, you're gonna walk away smiling like a chicken. So it saved you, Kidlin? Okay. Yeah, no. You hopefully you FOMOed at like did you like were you green on this position? Hopefully. Because that was a double top they came in, right? So hopefully you didn't FOMO at the top. Cross country, well done. Congratulations. Congratulations. 470. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. On IVF, you're about to? Yeah, IVF just failed on the downtrend. Again, the good thing here, the only good thing for IVF, the only, if you want to find anything, is that you have support at $3. But that's it though. Right? You notice how like we keep trying to hold $3, but we're also looking super weak and trending down. That's the only thing that's the only thing that's potentially saving you here is that triple bottom. So hopefully it stays above that bottom. One up cam, right? Again, yeah. So hopefully it's trying to. Hopefully, yeah. We keep telling you guys to join us in Discord, not because we feel like telling you to join us in Discord, because again, like look at IVF. We were talking about IVF on Friday, right? This is Friday, by the way, right? All these messy circles we were doing on here is because we were talking about it on Friday, right? Like look at this. right? This stock was at 80 cents on Friday, right? Friday night, and we were talking about it as we were doing the class as well. And then it went all the way to $2, and then this morning it destroyed that level, right? And they just kept pumping and pumping, so all the way to $5, right? And then this morning it pumped again to the almost to the same top. So sometimes you guys are FOMOing into these stocks and catching them at the wrong price on the tail end of it after a big run, rather than investing in yourself and joining us in Discord, right? Yeah. A chicken smile, Tim. Yeah, that's what. Anyways, so 100 will be a landmark. Yeah, yeah. Did you see the channel in Discord, Josh? Pyro's been spamming that channel with some silver gems, some silver gem knowledge and gold and other things. Let's go. Okay, I think we had something on here that was, yeah, BTTC. Looks like we came back down and retested that line, and it's slowly curling back up. But yeah, that entry was a BAOS is what I wanted to look at again. Yeah, it still needs more volume. IVF is coming back down to retest that bottom again. Yeah, no, honestly though, like if you're losing monies, guys, if you're losing monies, right? It's 2026. Like it's 2026. You're gonna go the entire year and you're gonna keep playing yourself, right? Do yourself a favor, right? And actually learn some stuff. Find a strategy or something. Do something different, right? Nothing's gonna change if you keep doing the same rubbish, right? Some days you're gonna get lucky. For the most part, you're gonna keep getting slapped, right? KB's been watching a lot of educational videos, a lot of educational videos, right? So yeah, like do something different. Alrighty. So whether that means watching some videos on YouTube's, whatever you need to do, right? Make sure you come up with a strategy. The year just started, which means you can do something about it, right? You can make a difference. You can change something, you know? It's the first month of the year. Do something. Stop messing around. Alrighty? Yeah. And surprisingly, KB, you're making some monies. Surprisingly. And then someone's gonna say, "Oh my goodness, KB, how come you made money in that play? What did you do?" Oh, you mean you actually put in some work? You mean I can't just show up and just FOMO? I mean, I think in like on these streams, like we're usually pretty good at focusing on the right things so you can FOMO and be successful more often than you're not. But still, invest in yourself. Alrighty? So, and I'm saying this for a lot of the members, a lot of the people in the chat that are not members and FOMOing into these stocks that we talked about since Friday at the top, right? If you're not a member, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots. Become a member. Come join us in Discord. Alrighty? Just don't sign up for the level that says sold out because we're gonna roast you. And Raven is gonna have the best day because he's making monies and roasting. So again, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots. Become a member, not the sold out level, and come join us in Discord. Stop missing out. In me, so you can't let him down, KB. Good, good. See, that's the beauty of a community, right? Some like someone believes in you, and you can learn. Let's go. Okay. Yep, exactly, Rob. Again, so 1650 resistance, guys. If you look to the left, that was the last high area, right? So 1650-ish is resistance here for CRVS. So that's kind of where we're struggling at now on this one. Kind of struggling at for now. Up 80% on. Let's go, BC. Well done. Yeah, Kimbella has been spamming that one in Discord. So Kimbella, well done. I don't know if Kimbella is still in the chat. Cooking it, spamming it since yeah, and there goes the slap from 1650 on this one, CRVS. So resistance, slap. Let me take a look at. Take a look. There's a nice bounce actually on this one. Really nice bounce. Very, very nice bounce. Ah, what was that? The hell was that? Did the stream glitch for anybody? Did it glitch? Hopefully not. La 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 la. No? Okay, good. Because I clicked on stuff and turned off the damn. Yeah, I turned off the damn Wi-Fi. Like, what the hell? I was just clicking stuff too quickly. Yeah, it's Dan's fault. Yeah, Luna sent me something over the weekend that said something about that. Yeah, it was a quote from Benjamin Franklin. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. It said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin. Yeah. Yep. It's Yogi's fault. It's always Yogi's fault. It's both of their fault. They're both going on vacation, you know. So we might as well blame them for everything. Both of them. Franklin. Benjamin. Not the Benjamin from Twitter. That Benjamin gave up, you know. Yeah. That Benjamin gave up. He stopped spamming social media. The good thing for CRVS here is though that like we're still in that same range, right? So basically this is a breakout retest, right? So we broke out at this level and then we came back to retest it. And it has like a consistent, you know, chart pattern here. So that's good. Jaden, hopefully what this tells you guys though is that, you know, yeah, IVF is still trying. Like it's trying its best to stay above this bottom, this $3. So that's like your last hope. Right? Hopefully that tells you guys that, you know, the one consistent thing you can rely on is the damn technical analysis, right? Focus on the candles. You know, because all these guys on social media that are like, oh, short squeeze, oh, what did he call that? Something I don't remember what he called it. And they show you the big accounts and blah 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 blah. It doesn't really matter. I could care less. Don't really care. Right? Don't really care. I've already been through all of that stuff and I really don't care. So learn from my mistakes. Learn from my mistakes. Execution engine, yeah, exactly. Learn from my mistakes and yeah. Jaden has $1 bill and 2 pennies. How much money? Yeah, exactly, Pyro. Exactly. Especially on social media, people will sell you a type of rubbish about stocks. Jaden broke. Dan, unbelievable. Yep. IVF is really trying to curl, so hopefully, like one more fire push, you know. Do it for come on. And then CRVS still looking okay, right? That's 1650. Angel says I try accessing the link, but only shows sold out memberships option, no others. If it's showing you one, it should show you the other. Angel, it's showing you the sold out one because that's the one you have, right? So then you have to upgrade your membership, and if you're not sure how to upgrade, it should look like this. So this is what it should look like. So so this is how you do it. So look, follow these instructions here. Alrighty. So if you're not seeing the other ones because you probably have a free membership or something lower, so you're not seeing the other ones. But follow these steps. So these are the instructions. So you're not. It's for you. It's different, right? So because you already have the membership. So Angel, click follow these steps. And if it doesn't work on one platform, try a different platform or a different browser or something else, and it should work. Oof. Torn. When's are you on stream? When's your 1-on-1? Those are some hella suspicious trades you're taking. The first one was nice though. Very nice. Yeah, try that. Alrighty. Yeah, it's trying. They're just not letting it break out though. IVF is fighting here now. Come on now. You can do it. IVF, IVSG, SEGG is still dipping to $3 again. So see if it can curl again. If you look on the left hand side, that last curl, right? So watch that $3 level there. Should I go all in or only risk 1 to 2% of my portfolio? The answer is within you, BC. The answer is within you. You know what the answer is. You know what the answer is. SCGG is like, hey guys, I'm going to bounce again off $3. So bottom one, bottom two. It's a nice pop, isn't it? So that's a second scalpy off $3 there, 340. That's a nice pop. Anybody take the gamble this time again off $3? You might not have enough juice though to push like quite as high as you did last time, so just keep that in mind. You might not have enough juice. Okay. Thursday? Okay, good. Well, close enough. Close enough that I don't need to do anything else. Torn. Yeah. So we'll wait for Thursday then. Just take your time. Maybe paper trade or something if you're not feeling comfortable, but you should be okay. You have some good trades. Yeah, I think you just have a bigger number of highly questionable ones. So should be okay. 340. Yeah, so a little bit of resistance now, 350. See if we can break out of there. Yeah, $3 was nice, right? Second time of asking, double bottom. Like I said, I don't know if you have enough juice though to go boom skis, but we shall see. Yeah, kind of struggling up there. I'm done for the day. I'm not risking anymore. You wait until tomorrow and hope it's a better day. Why? Did you lose money today? Did you lose money, Corey? What happened? TWG with the bouncy for the first time in forever. Nice consolidation though. Nice bottom. UAE to get advanced AI chips from NVDA in a couple of months. And if China doesn't buy those chips, other countries will. Better day tomorrow. I hope so too. I hope so too. Right. Um, yeah. Next time though, I think again we had a class on Friday talking about this exact same scenario because losses are a pretty big deal, right? So hopefully one up. You can Cam. I think maybe Cam, right? So hopefully tomorrow is a bit of a better day. Alrighty. Again, like I said, come join us in Discord, right? Get in some of these plays earlier than like you're currently FOMOing at. SGN with a nice pop of the scanner there. SGN micro penny stock though. Micro penny stock. Pushing for that 20 cents. And then SCGG still holding that $3 bottom. Just needs to clear 350 there for more of a push. Come on. Lost a little bit of juice. Mm. Uh, yeah, no, like I said, I don't think we have enough juice, not quite yet, but $3 is still holding them. $3 still holding. Okay, 20 cents. You off today? Missing and being silly? You made money though, right? Did you sell this thing? Did you guys sell this thing? Hopefully you did. Hopefully you took your gains, right? KB, did you take your money? Yeah, lunchtime. Yeah. Unless they can find a way to keep it above $3 here, Raven, and then pump it back up. IVF is still holding, right? You guys notice how uh Cam says, you know what, I'm done. I'm selling the position. I'm moving on, right? So watch now. This stock is gonna break up and fly, right? Cam gone? We'll see. We'll see what happens here. right? This is the danger when, like, so look at this as an example, right? You're in at $4, we break down, right? That stop loss should be closer to $4, right? Why? Because once you let it crash all the way down to three, wherever this is, right? And then now it starts consolidating and you sell it, you could have sold the bottom potentially, right? This is the first time it's been consolidating. So who knows? Maybe it's not, maybe it will. Who knows? We'll see. Uh, Impatient. Yep. No, it looks good. Yeah, especially for a penny stock like that. That's a pretty nice pop. Yeah, Alex. Yeah, would have been a nice little FOMO, nice little FOMO play. Quickly in and out. IVF is still fighting here, isn't it? Good job, Cross. That's a good day. Let's continue it. Let's continue it, please. Yeah, the markets are slowing down as we go into lunchtime. Obviously, usual scenario, right? That is what you did for $200. Let's go, Mario. Well done. Yeah. See, well done. Yeah, especially that 20-cent breakout, right? Oh, the VWAP breakout too. Like that was nice. The scanner in Discord was spamming this a lot sooner though before I put it up on stream. So if you were paying attention to the scanner in Discord, maybe you made some nice monies there. Do, 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 do. 25 cents. I think is cooking. Cooking. Benjamin, as the day progresses, we talk about it already. And then also we have scanners that if we miss something, like the news will drop and stuff like that. Yeah. Last night we talked about it, right? Last night we talked about Sunday night we talked about SHPH, right? So if you look in the Trade Ideas channel, the and SHPH cooked, Benjamin. Let's go. There he is, the criminal himself. You know what happened? Spy crashed, and then guess who showed up? Guess who showed up? Let's go, Archer. How are you? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Are you cooking Spy, or you're just taking a bit of a break? Let's go, Archer. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Are you just busy with stuff, or you're just taking a break? Yeah. Dang, IVF is just playing below that 200 now. Just playing with it. Just playing with it. Hmm. There's another penny stock too. And yeah, Legend has he's been who yep, I wouldn't be surprised. Can't really day trade no more. Okay, dang. Archie, you could look for some swing plays, right? Take a look at the swing channel. Take a look at take a look at some swings maybe. Alrighty. Yeah, look for some swing plays. Take a look in the options, entries, and exit channel. Take a look at the small cap swing channel as well. So you can look at some option swings. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, yep, yeah, exactly. That's what virus is doing. Yeah. So look for some swing plays instead. You know, there's some really good swing plays in there. Some of those plays have been amazing, virus. Right, and then you don't have to worry about managing them today. To the good thing for SCGG guys is that $3 is still holding, right? Like look at that beautiful bottom there. So for the third time we tested that level. For the third time, right? $3 and we're back to 350 now. So yep, this is not bad. Uh, okay. Sounds good. Archer, thank you very much. And we'll see you soon, alrighty? Look for some swing plays. We'll see you soon. Buru, no, 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 no. Announce, no, 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 no. Okay. BURU. No, 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 no. Okay. BURU. Yeah, I hate the lunchtime slowness. Everybody just went out for lunch. That's because you guys are making too much monies, you know? Everybody's making money, everybody's happy, everybody is yeah, everybody's happy, and now you guys are taking lunches. Lunch. Who approved this rubbish? Rubbish. I'm kidding. It's usually like this though, a little bit slower. You know, unbelievable. You guys can take lunch when we get off the stream. Anyways, yeah, we'll see where we're at in 20 minutes. We have at least another 20 minutes, and then we can hop off and go back to Discord already. So we shall see. Hopefully something picks up here soon. But yeah, most people are just taking the gains and just kind of watching for the next, see where the money flows to next. See where the money goes to next. La la la. If you're not a member, stop being greedy and give yourself a chance at gridness this year. Yeah, again, the year just started. The year just started. If you're gonna make a change, start at the beginning of the year. Alrighty, Virus, let's go. 55 months. 55 months. Sheesh. Crazy. I see, like every time something like this comes up, Virus, I'm like, where the hell did the time go? Just feels like we've been streaming for like a year now. But no, it's been a damn long time. It's been a long, long time. Hmm. Very, very long time. Virus has to be one of the oldest. One of the Yeah, exactly, Caitlin. Exactly. Do better. It's 2026. Stop messing around. Ready? Yeah, so SGN, nice pop, 25-cent resistance. 25 cents. 25 cents. No, 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 no. Mm. Okay. Plenty of memories. Yep. Yep. Did you buy any dips yet, Virus? Markets dipping today. Did you buy anything? Other than AMD? 319? Okay. Yeah, it really needs to break above that 350 and actually stay above it, right? The downtrend that we formed, it needs to clear that downtrend. Unfortunately, there's a big supply zone here now, but so Harman, yeah. So your entry is not bad. It just needs to do better. So we blame the stock for not performing. Not performing. Peter, did you sleep in? Unbelievable. What time did you even go to bed? Midnight? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. See what happens when you're rich, guys? You see what happens? You wake up at lunchtime. Unbelievable. Pizza, you keep up this behavior like this. Harman, good job. Yeah. Nice little scalp. Nice little scalpy. Ah. Lots of weakness on a lot of these names. BAOS, we kind of mentioned this one to you guys. Slowly. Again, the volume is super weak, but super weak volume. Super weak volume, but Yeah, the spread is also ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, some of these low floats are going crazy, so I think that's why we wanted to pay attention to this one. SGN, on the other hand, though, just made brand new highs. So if you're scalping this penny stock, it's looking good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like, guys. I know we haven't really talked about that, but yeah, if you haven't smashed a like yet, I would appreciate it. Just take a second and smash a like, right? Please and thank you. Thank you. Take a second and smash a like. 2650. It's a nice push. It's also a really nice dip and a curl. Maybe penny stocks are gonna get hot now. Hot. Armin, make sure you put a stop loss for less than what you gained last time, please. Alrighty. Don't just make the monies and throw it away, please. Because I will find you. That's a very nice push. Anybody holding SGN? BC, you? Nice push. 13. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Again, the volume in this is super, super light, but it keeps pushing up. Super, super light volume. Super, super light volume. Yeah, I wish this one had volume, some nice volume earlier, because this would have been good on the breakout. 310 breakout. That would have been nice. My beard? My beard is not that long. It's yeah. My beard is not that long. It's not bad yet. I usually let it get bad, and then I go get a haircut. End of the month. End of the month pizza. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Yeah, and the spread is a bit suspicious on this thing. do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Give us some more boomskis. Yeah, no. So $3, Harman, SEGG support. So hopefully it stays above it. For the fourth time now, we're testing this bottom. So you can see the downtrend line though, right, from the algo. So it needs to break that line, right? So if it can break out of there, SEGG, then you might see some nice fireworks, But has work to do. Has work to do. Do, do, do. Mm, 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 mm. Hmm. Interesting. Give us the boomskis. Yeah, SGN has done really well. Yeah. I mean, at this point, you have to wait for a pullback or look for the next breakout, right? Especially when it's stalling like that. What choice do you don't have any other choice? You don't have any other choice. A can is retesting that 200 EMA at $1.50. Raven, are you still in this one? Probably, right? So, yeah, $1.50 support on AKAN. See if it stays above. IVF got rejected again. Rejected. Rejected. Yeah. You need a sign, KB. You sold Raven? Okay. There you go. Maybe this time we're gonna cook. Yeah, so that $3 has been a really nice bottom on SCGG. Yep. Yep. Here we go. Where's our friend the market maker? Is he having lunch? Is he she they are they having lunch too? Come on now. Come on, Mr. Market Maker. There we go. That's trying to break out of that wedge. Trying to break out. Mm, 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 mm. Question is, do we have the volume down to push? It's looking good. Looking good. Harmon is smiling. Good job, Harmon. Good job. Good job. That's what happens when you buy at the right spot, Instead of FOMOing at the top, at least you have a chance. That candle is looking like it's closing above the trend line, so that's good. Needs more volume still though. Mm. You're having so much trouble with people at your work, KB? Tell them to leave you alone. Put a sign that says, "I'm in a trade. Don't bug me, please. Leave me alone, please." Uh, when you're responding, yeah, yeah. I think this is just lunchtime slowness. Honestly, maybe in an hour or so, we should be able to pick up. Lunchtime slowness, I think, is all. Hmm. Okay. You're going to bug my wife? Uh-huh. Sure, Raven. Sure. Raven, have an amazing rest of the day. Good job today again. Well done. Well done, well done. Keep cooking, please. Alrighty. See you later. Ah. Mm, 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 mm. Did Peter tell you guys how I cooked him in Call of Duty a few days ago? Was it yesterday? Like 7-2 or something. I cooked him. Cooked. Yeah, he quits, and then he was like, "I'm going for dinner," which I knew he wasn't going for dinner. He was gonna go cry in a corner somewhere. Owen, no, we don't really do anything crazy. It's just Call of Duty Mobile, right? We don't really play video games like that. It's just Call of Duty Mobile. It's fun though. It seems like it's like a good game. It's a good app. Real life Call of Duty. When he this past weekend, what happened yesterday? My Wi-Fi broke, and then Peter took advantage, and he won like 2 games, and then he was making noise, making noise. You would think the whole village was, anyways. Ah, unbelievable. Come on, SEGG, you can do it. Do it for Harmon. Peter, it was 4-2. There was no trauma. Unbelievable. Ah, IVF is still playing with that same stupid $3 bottom. SHPH, yeah, just weakness now. The only thing that remotely looks like wants to cook is SEGG. Right, SEGG is way closer to cooking than, but again, we have that supply zone, and it is lunchtime, but yeah. At least you could tell though, right? We finally broke out of the downtrend and we're fighting to push here. I'm fighting. I'm up $1,000 in SGN so far. Let's go. Let's go to 50 cents. Jay, you up $1,000? Well done. High five. Did you sell some yet? $1,000 is nice monies, Jay. Right? Very nice monies. I think the reason why I'm not yelling at you to sell the damn thing is because the chart still looks nice, doesn't it? Right? It looks like we're stalling a little bit below 30 cents, but we're also holding the breakout spot. So as long as that thing stays above 25 cents, fine, right? You could still scale out though, because if that thing closes below the 9, well, we could get slapped below 25. But again, it's just kind of going sideways for now, right? Hopefully it can stay above 25 and then push back up there. If it can, then you could be on your way to 50 cents. So just make sure you have a plan, right? Don't walk away with less than, half of that at least. At least don't walk away with less than half, right? Otherwise I will find you and do to you what I did to Peter on Call of Duty. I shot him in the balls. That's what happened. Yeah. You haven't, Jay? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that's okay. KV? Yeah. At least you can see that it's possible, and a lot of people do it every day of the week, right? So, patience. Take your time. uh, mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, Jay? Yes. He knows it too. Yeah. Mario? Yep, yep. He almost cried. Yep. Ah. Yeah, no, SGN is holding up above that 25 really well, Jay. So hopefully it can go back up and break out. Yeah. I think it's just fighting here, SCGG, just going up and down, up and down. ADTX is creeping up a bit there too. Pizza has left the chat. He's crying in the corner. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Interesting. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm-hmm. Nurse, you're crying in a corner. Why? What did you do? What did you get into? What did you buy? Mm. What's your question, Mr. Nili? What is your question? You could tell this thing wants to pop. It just doesn't have the volume to do it. SEGG. Riven needs to buy up the whole float again. Go. Yeah, you're looking at Varu. Okay. Varu. Let me take a look. I'll come back to this one, but let me take a look at Varu. Yeah, this was nice last week. It was beautiful. Oof. And then minus 42%. Again, like, this is why we say this all the time, right? Like, if a stock is up 1,000%, 500%, and you're asking to swing the play, oof, right? Oof. Be very careful, please. Right? So, dangerous stuff. Minus 42% is no fun. I'm just gonna, yeah, hopefully it can come back at some point. It looks like it's trying to come back, but still, minus 42% is a bit excessive. Okay, back to SEGG. Type yes in the chat if you're holding SEGG. Type yes in the chat if you're holding this. Dang, we were at 340, right? Like, it's really close. It just doesn't want to do it. Really close. So annoying. Yeah. Yeah, if you're in closer to $3, you're fine, right? Put a stop loss, you should be okay. Right? That was the easy spot. Why? Because, like, look how many times we've been down there, right? Right? We've been down there. You had so many chances to get in closer to support, right? So whether your stop loss is break even or slightly green, either way, right? If it doesn't go, at least you don't end up in trouble, you know? At least you don't end up in trouble. You're done? Did you make monies today, Caitlin? As soon as Caitlin leaves, guys, oh my days. Like, look at this. Just watch. Just watch. You see this? You see these candles? You see this? You see how we're trying to go boomskis? Just watch. Just watch, Mr. Market Maker in the chat. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, hopefully you made money though, Caitlin, and you can enjoy the rest of the day. Go Buck Steve, you know? There we go. There we go, guys. There we go. See? You see? You see, guys? You see? Okay. You see? You see? I like it. I like it. We knew it was coming. As soon as Caitlin says, I'm leaving, I'm done for the day, Mr. Market Maker showed up in the chat. Yeah. Just watch. Just watch. Just watch. That's a nice pop, right? From $3 to 350 is a pretty nice pop. Let's see if we can close about 350. Harmon, good job. That's a very good scalp. 360. Just watch, guys. Mr. Market Maker. uh, yeah. Telling you, we have, telling you, we have friends, in high places, Friends in high places. Mr. Market Maker in the chat. 360 has a nice pop. Yeah. But again, that thing gave you so many opportunities though, guys. There goes 370. 370, right? It's a nice potential 70-cent scalp on SEGG. Was it coming? Yeah. That's a nice support. And then, Matt, if you end up buying at the top and then riding it down to the abyss, I will slap the rubbish out of you. I will slap the rubbish out of you, just so you know. And then your wife is gonna say, "How come my face is red?" You tell your wife, "We slapped you." Caitlin, are you still in the chat? Is Caitlin still here? Just watch, guys. Just watch. Is that a bit of a block there? Kind of. What a beautiful pop. What a beautiful pop, guys. 380, 382. Did we say just watch? Did we say like we knew something was coming? Hmm. Hmm. Interesting, huh? Just watch, guys. Just watch. 384. That is a beautiful pump. You never got a chance? I mean, I don't know about that. Because that thing sat there for a damn long time. Unless you're looking at something else. But we kept saying, hey, this is the only one that looks like it wants to go, right? How many times did we say that? Right? This is the only stock in the market right now that looks like it wants to go. Why? Because it's the only one in the demand zone trying to curl, trying to push. All the other ones are just sleeping. So there's no way you should be watching anything else. Just watch, guys. Did we say just watch? How many times did we say that? We're back to $4, guys. Did we say just watch? Just watch. Just watch. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. Anyways. Okay, so we're back to that main resistance though. Already be careful here now. This is the main resistance. When we get to $4 like this is the main issue. Jason says best FOMO ever. Got in at 330 out at 465, $100. So 100 shares so small. Monies. You got out too early. That's okay, Harmon. You got the perfect entry, right? You got the perfect entry. You took some gains, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna need to break above $4 or something like that. Something like that, 420 breakout. But yeah, this was a pretty good run though. So if you're taking some gains, which a lot of people are going to take the gains, and then let's see what happens. Alrighty. Depends on no single person or president has done more for NATO than la, 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 la. Nice pop. Yeah, especially around $4, you're gonna see a lot of profit taking. It's Mr. Market Maker, selling it. Yeah, Mr. Market Maker. You know, did Caitlin actually leave? Wow, Caitlin was like, you know what, guys, I'm not gonna sit here and watch you guys pump the stock on my name. I'm not gonna be here for this rubbish. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Rubbish. That was a good uptrend break. Perfect uptrend. Perfect. And we talk about this. We talked about this a lot last week, right? Pay attention to the downtrend. Pay attention to the downtrend. Pay attention to the downtrend. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention to the downtrend. When that downtrend breaks right there, right, it could be an opportunity for some nice little scalpies. You know? Yeah. Hi, Steve. This is Caitlin's husband. She did, in fact, leave. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We knew as soon as she left, Steve, that something crazy was gonna happen. So you can tell Caitlin, thank you very much for the sacrifice, and we appreciate her. Sometimes there needs to be a sacrificial lamb for us to make some money. So Caitlin, thank you very much. We appreciate you, and we appreciate you too, Steve. For keeping Caitlin and keeping her happy. uh, CRVS is still looking okay, isn't it, KB? Slow and steady, slow and steady. Slow and steady. Okay. See if we can test that 9 EMA and then curl back up above $4. Here we go, 390. You can do it. 396. Again, a lot of selling close to $4 there. From $4 to 420, a lot of selling pressure there. So we're gonna need to destroy that level. See, we just need people to have a bit of a lunch break and then come back so we could fly. Bit of a lunch break. We gave them a bit of a break, and let's get back to the cooking, please, because we don't have time for this rubbish. This is the best month of the year, so we don't have patience for slowness. Give us the $4 breakout, Mr. Market Maker. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, Mr. Market Maker. Eat up the blocks. You can do it. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Where's my boomski candle? Make it happen right now. Right now. There we go. Boom skis. Mr. Market Maker, I don't have time for this rubbish. Just make it happen. Just make it happen, please. There we go. Don't make me count again, please. Beautiful. 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 Beautiful, guys. Yeah, SEGG. At the end of the day, we can say GG. GG, SEGG. Good job. Good game. GG. Yeah, GG. That's what we tell Peter after we cook him. If you're still holding SEGG, type yes in the chat. If you're still holding SEGG, type yes in the chat. Yes, Winterfell. Yes. Good job, guys. Good job. Stop loss at 370. Your stop loss hit 405. Just be careful with those entries close to 5. Let's go, Winterfell. Come on now. Well done. I like it. Especially for those quick scalpies, quick in and out, right? No need to sit in there and pray. Right? Don't diamond hand. Yes, in the chat. Beautiful. Love it. Okay. See, we can close about 420 here and then push for 450, 460. That would be very nice. I'm going to drop that line at 460 just because. Yeah, we need to close about 420. 420 is like the next, really common area for people to take their gains. Where did you sell at 420? He said 420, right? Some of these levels are like, yeah. I was a week early last week. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 Again, just make sure if nothing else, you're moving those stop losses up, guys. If nothing else, move those stop losses up, please. Yeah. If nothing else, move those stop losses up, please, already. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that Winterfell. Damn. Look at that comeback on this thing, KB. CRVS. What a gem. Shish. Beautiful. And then Samin, good job. Well done. I like that. I like it a lot. So SEGG looks good, CRVS looks good. Basically all the same stocks we've been talking about all day today, right? Nothing's really changed. All the same stocks. Let's go, Jericho. Let's go, Jericho. Come on now. Come on. Jericho played the breakout, by the way. 350 breakout to 420. Jericho, give me a high five. Who says cash secured puts criminals can't play with, momentum longs? I like it. Daily go secure, Jericho. Yeah. It's crazy, crazy, Pyro. Crazy, 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 crazy. Yeah, brand new highs of the day here for CRVS. So again, 420 is acting as resistance, which isn't a surprise because we said earlier, right? The resistance is between 4 and 420. So yeah, yeah, no, it shook you, Regan. Yeah, but that was a pretty big dip, though. Honestly, like there's no way you should be holding this stock. Like honestly, there's no way you should be holding this stock from 1650 all the way down to 1540 just to come back up, right? Just not acceptable, right? So you put the stop loss, you take the gains, and then you reevaluate, see if it looks good again in the future, right? You can always come back in, right? So you shouldn't be stuck in the position and for 30 minutes an hour while it's dropping because you want to you're hoping that it goes back up because that's a dangerous lifestyle. SEGG with a slap. So that was a nice scalp, right? It was a very nice scalp. It was a beautiful. Look at that bottom, guys. This was beautiful, right? Demand zone, triple bottom, nice curl, breakout, break up the downtrend most importantly, and then boom ski to resistance. That's easy money, isn't it? Easy money, right? Easy money, nice range. And you don't have to sit there and diamond hand it, right? And pray that it breaks out. Easy monies. So let's give it another 5 minutes or so, guys, and then we're going to hop off and go back to Discord. Alrighty? Yeah, beautiful bottoms. So yeah, 5 more minutes, and we're gonna hop off and go back. We're gonna hop off and go back to Discord. So let me know if you have any last questions, please. Alrighty. Don't forget to smash a like if you haven't already. I would appreciate that. Hit that subscribe if you're new, and if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots. Become a member of one of the levels that don't say sold out, and come join us in Discord. Stop missing out, because you're gonna miss the next squeeze tonight. It's coming. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So I can get a bowl of cereal and then get to some one-on-ones, Get to some one-on-ones. Yeah. Get some food. Yep. How do you join Discord Dream? Right there. Right. So click that link from Nightbots in the chat. Sign up for one of the levels that don't say sold out. Once you do, then you get the link for Discord. But yeah, we'll hop off in a few minutes. So if you're gonna do that, do that. Hurry up and do it and come join us. Because we're gonna cook without you. Cook. Okay. Why? Why would I play that? No one signed up for the level. Greg? Code for 20 minutes. I know. Yeah, I mean, if we start flying again, I'm sure we're gonna stay longer. But so yeah, let's see if we could stay above this 350 retest, guys, and then curl back up. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have more plays as the day goes on, for sure. For sure. Okay, there we go. So we're curling of the retest. So again, this talk is not quite done yet, is it? Mm-mm. Maybe Travis, potentially, yeah, potentially, potentially. Especially if this one keeps going, maybe people go look for sympathy play in the other one. Yup. Burleys, yup. That was a nice curl. Is it done? Who said so? Nobody said so. It's good. We can break above that 420, then it would be exciting. Exciting. And then if we break above 460, who's stopping us at that point? Who's stopping us at that point? Who? Nobody. Nobody. What's included in the discords depends what level you get. Depends what level you get, right? So, but for the most part, you get a community, you get ideas, you get scanners, you get alerts, you get educational stuff, which is very important, right? So, educational videos, right? So you get a whole bunch, right? So, and if you don't like it, cancel it after a month. It's the like if you don't like it, just cancel the damn thing, right? It's not like you're spending a whole bunch of monies. Don't like it, cancel it. Good job, Mr. Travis. Good job. Here we go. $4. Come on. Let's go. Well done. There we go. 410. I think wants to cook that 420 level, doesn't it? Once we hop up the stream, it's gonna cook that level. Anthony? Yeah, exactly. It said it sold out. Dreaming? No. So scroll down the other levels there. Ready? So some levels are sold out, but scroll down. You're gonna see other levels. Yeah, so again, there's going to be a lot of selling between 4 and 420, but we knew that already, so we needed to break out. As long as you're getting higher lows, I don't mind. Alrighty, so just keep moving those stop losses up, and we need those higher lows. Alrighty, keep moving those stops up. Don't lose money. At this point, nobody should be in the red. If somehow you're red in this stock, you need Jesus. Somehow, if you're red in this stock, you need Jesus. You need to spend 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm kidding. Sure, some of these stocks have been slapped today. Slapped. Slapped. Trump will participate in a 1 p.m. White House press briefing. Anyways, I think it's just Trump's personality, just the personality. I think at the end of the day, like we just don't know what's going on, right? So we speak from a point of ignorance, right? Maybe like not having security or having some control of Greenland is, is somewhat of a threat to the US, especially the, the way Trump is moving, right? So there might be some truth to that. But I think for us, ignorant people, I think we think that there's a better way to handle it, like, hey, if you think there's a threat, how about you go speak to the Danish, like a leader, right? And say, hey, like, we think there's a problem here, blah blah blah. Can you guys do something, or can you guys let us bring troops? We'll cut your tariffs. No tariffs for you guys. You do this for us, we do this for you. Everybody happy. Rather than saying, hey, we want this whether you like it or not. You take the easy way, you take the hard way. Like, who the hell does that? Like, what the hell? It just seems a bit unnecessary. And then they're like, no, we don't want to sell our land, right? We don't want to do this. And then you put a tariff on them, and then it's supposed to go up. It just seems a little bit unnecessary. They are. Yeah, it just seems, I don't know. To me, it seems unnecessary. But again, we're ignorant, right? So we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe they see Russia, China doing some weird stuff, and they're like, hey, we need to do this for our people, right? Maybe. But if not, like, we think there's a better, you know what I mean? Like, come on. For its precious minerals, probably. There's always something they're not telling us. Always something. Issue is China and Russia are looking at Greenland. Yeah, probably. Right. That's what I mean. Like, stuff is going on that we don't know, so we can talk, but we just don't know what's going on. But that's what I mean, though. Like, present this to the Danish, right? And do something. You guys can both do something about it. I don't think the Danish want Russia or China in Greenland, do they? Probably not. So I bet you they would agree with Trump if he wasn't like, yeah. Venezuela is a bit different though. Like, the people are generally happy, and Greenland, the people living there that are like, screw you guys. We want to stay in Greenland. We want to do our thing. Yeah. But again, like, we definitely don't know what's going on, right? I mean, there are a lot of people in Canada that would like to see that happen, Tony. A lot of people. But, anyways, two French and one Brit to guard that 2 million. Yeah, focus. Yeah, yeah. So again, I bet you there's a genuine threat of something. I just think there's a better way to handle that. Like the U.S. can basically do the same thing. Like sending yeah, sending people, sending protection without taking over the whole thing. Anyways, who knows? They'll figure it out. We're just here as puppets. We are the puppets. Yeah, no, SGN with a beautiful curl, actually, really good curl. Tony's busy counting the time because we definitely went past 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes too. Tony, come on. When SGN is absolutely cooking, Jay, mm, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. It does look good though, right? We're coming back, so you're back to almost being up $1,000, right? So good job. See if you can break above the double top there at some point, and then push above $30. Probably, yeah. Like, there's always something going on, Winterfell. Whether we talk about it, we don't talk about it, we have zero control, and it is what it is. Nothing we could do. So I really don't care. They'll figure it out, and yeah. So we just focus on making monies, please. We leave the politics to the criminals, and you focus on other criminal activity like scalping monies. That's it. Can't really control the rest. So we focus on our stuff rather than yeah, rather than focusing on rubbish that isn't gonna help us in any way. It's just gonna cause chaos. Just chaos, unnecessary chaos. Yep, exactly, Tony. Exactly. Exactly. Have assets tied in equity. Yeah, Oscar. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Let's see what the price is then. The market's yeah. Winterfell. Yep. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Some of that stuff is pretty frustrating, honestly. Then the market crashes 2% because of stupid tariffs. You're like, what the hell, really? Like Bitcoin was at 96 going, and then all of a sudden it's at 89. Just unnecessary, just like silly behavior. Like it definitely is frustrating. But again, at the end of the day, can't really do anything about it. And then we're gonna end up pumping at some point. So yeah. Yup. Like I said though, I think for the most part, like at least for me, like I speak from a place of ignorance. So a lot of you guys have done a lot of research on some of that stuff. You guys, so yeah, I'm just yapping. I'm just yapping. What happened in 2020 after the crash? Phew, boom skis, right? So some of these dips are beautiful opportunities. We see them as opportunities. Look, think about the tariffs, guys. Think about the tariffs in just last year. Those tariffs were amazing. If you bought the dips, oh my days, guys. If you bought the dip skis, did I buy the dips? Yeah. I bought so many dips. I bought so many dips. Yeah, I have bought so many dips. The bank sends me a text message. They said your account is going into overdraft. Are you the one taking all these monies out? You need to transfer some monies in there because you have no monies in your account. I'm like, yeah, I know. We keep crashing and I keep buying the damn dips. Ah, yeah, Tony. Yes, yes. Yes. Once you get past like 20% market crash, I think you're in like, yeah, you're in that place where like, that's crazy dips. You just need to buy the dips at that point. So at some point this year we're gonna get some nice retracements, like 10%, 15, 20. At some point this year we're gonna get some nice dips. Question is when. Usually it's March, right? March, April. But maybe Trump is gonna start it now with all of this, rubbish. Every year there's a different reason why there's a crash. And then we sit here and we blame the person that's causing the crash, like, oh my goodness, tariffs, these are so stupid, right? The year before that was Biden doing something stupid, and then the year before that was just, so like there's always. Well, but does that mean we're not going to complain about the person causing the chaos? We're still going to complain. Why? Because we just like to complain. Because we're human. We're gonna complain about the person that's making your portfolio bleed. But at the end of the day, though, just know, right? There's a reason why there's a market seasonality chart that happens almost every year, because almost every year something else causes the dip. You know, you think there's a reason why there's a chart like this that's been around for for a long, long time that predicts that every year at this time we're gonna dip, every year by this time we're gonna go up. Nope, it's because that's what these criminals do. They find a different reason to cause the dip. In stock mode, you could use a good slap to wake you up, Bill. Yeah, come join us. We'll give you a slap. Yep. Yep, yep. Hopefully we don't dip enough again though, Tony, that I have to go to zero in my account, you know, because I bought some dips. Alec, hopefully we don't dip like that again, please. That because that's not fun, you know. That's not fun. But we're gonna get it again at some point. We always do. We had a crazy dip in 2020. We had another crazy dip in 2022. We had another crazy dip last year, right? So in the last 5 years, we've had three crazy dips, like 20% or more dips. So it's gonna happen again at some point. Just a matter of time. Yep. Yes, you may. Yes, you may. Which one? You mean this one? That's what happens when the market crashes, you know? Yeah. You buy the dips, but you don't buy it with a smile on your face. Yep. Anyways, guys, let me know if you have any last questions, and then we're gonna hop off and go back to Discord. Doesn't anybody else have the this problem? Yeah, Bill, it's a psychological issue, but it's also a lack of confidence, lack of strategy, right? So it's a common issue. But again, yeah. So let me know if you have any last questions, guys, and we're gonna leave and go back to Discord. So 20 more people smash a like. Let's get to 200 likes, guys. 20 more people. There's still a lot of you that haven't smashed a like yet. So take a second, smash a like, and then we're gonna hop off and go back to Discord. Cool. And then all of these names are just kind of hitting resistance now, anyways. Is IVF dead? That thing was that thing was dead a while ago. But now though, your next support is 260. So if you're still in this lost in space, watch 260 for support. If it can stay above 260, you have a chance to push back to 325 there. 320. Alrighty. Yeah. Let's go. Romero, I think it's Romero, right? Romero, welcome to the community. Welcome, Romero. I'm gonna send you an invite link, okay? Romero, you have a beautiful family. Your profile picture. You have a beautiful family. Romero, welcome to the community. This is your invite link at the bottom of the chat. Alrighty, so click that link at the bottom there. It's gonna take you straight to Discord, and then just follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Alrighty, so again, click this link at the bottom of the chat, Romero, and follow the instructions in the Getting Started channel, please, in Discord. If you're not sure what to do once you get there, just watch the onboarding video at the very bottom. It's going to walk you through all of the different things. So again, welcome to the community, Romero. Click that link right above your message there. Look at this beast. Regan, those guys really just wanted you out of there, you know? They're like, hey, get the hell out of here, Regan. But this thing has been nice. GTech? I'll look. If it has something to do with Greenland, you're not gonna see it in the charts. It's gonna have to be research. How do you sign up? You just become a member, Romero. You just become a member. So again, Romero. Sorry, Regan. Romero, click this link at the bottom of the chat. From the Hot Rates account, click that link at the bottom. It's going to take you to Discord. Ready? Once you get to Discord, follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Watch the onboarding video, please. Please, please, please. Alrighty? CRVS looking very nice. Very, very nice. And then SCGG still testing the VWAP there. Jay, SGN does look like it's going to break out at some point, doesn't it? It just has that look, you know, like it wants to break out at some point. Potentially, Harman. Potentially. Yeah. See, if KB wasn't busy, causing chaos at work, she could have been in this one. KB, stop fighting people at work, please. They're expecting just uncertain. Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty in the markets. A lot of it. SEG, SEG. So I don't think you want that thing coming back to $3 again. Don't think. And then SGN. Yeah, it definitely wants to cook. How do I do the onboard, Mario? Guys. Spies crashing because of Trump is going to be speaking at 1 o'clock. So Trump is just causing chaos all over the place. Just unnecessary chaos, left and right, chaos, 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 chaos. So the market doesn't like the uncertainty, right, of what's going on. Yeah. How do I onboard? Mario Romero? How many times do you want me to say it? How many times? What do you guys want me to? You guys want me to really speak a different language? Unbelievable. Again, for the last time, Romero, click this link at the bottom of the chat from the Hot Trades account, the yellow one. It's going to take you straight to Discord. Once you get to Discord, the only channel you're going to have is the Getting Started channel. The only one, right? Follow the instructions in that channel. If you're not sure what to do, there's also a video right there that explains everything you need. Alrighty? Okay. Good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, we're gonna leave it here for the day, though, guys. Let me go do some one-on-ones. Alrighty. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Be safe. Expect chaos in the next 10 minutes or so. Whenever Trump is yapping about rubbish. Again, we're not saying he's doing the wrong thing. We're just, the market doesn't like the chaos, and we're not. So when we talk about like Trump in like that, it's not like it's mostly to do with the markets, right? So because again, we know we're ignorant and we don't have all the information. So at least I know, like So when I talk about politics, it's usually because we just want some certainty in the markets, but doesn't always work like that, and we have opportunities to buy dips. Okay, much love, everybody. Be safe. We'll catch you guys in Discord. Alrighty. Bye for now. Bye, guys. Bye bye.